Hey there, it's Jared Hamilton with the Hamilton Group at Cherry Creek Mortgage. Welcome to another edition of Java with Jared. Once again, happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Well, the rate trend of rates getting worse is looking a little scary. The technical levels are looking spooky. You know it's going to be Halloween here on Monday, and so just, I guess, in honor of Halloween, the trend for interest rates really just hasn't looked very good. And I'll get to a little bit more of that here towards the end of this. We saw a ton of economic data that was released into the market here this week, so let me get to some of those numbers right now. First of all, we saw durable goods come in. That showed an increase of 1.2%. Today, GDP came out, and that was actually a pretty strong number. It showed that the third quarter GDP was at a level of 2.9%, which was way above, well, definitely above what the Federal Reserve has been trying to do. So again, when I'm talking about the technical stuff, I'll tell you how that matters. We also saw a lot of information that was introduced regarding housing. We saw the FHFA, Federal Housing and Finance Authority index come out. That showed the month-over-month increase was up 0.7%, and the year-over-year number was up a whopping 6.4%, and that was much higher than the 5.8% expected. New home sales also came in pretty strong, showing an increase of about 3.1%. And we did see the Case-Shiller index come in, and that showed that the 20-city index was showing an appreciation of about 5.1%. The overall total economy, or total United States, was showing an increase of about 5.3%. Now, over previous months, just as a little side note as it pertains to Denver, Denver still is the number 3 market for appreciation, at least on the year-over-year number, but we are showing a little bit of slowing. Just in Denver specifically, the month-over-month number came in at showing an increase of only 0.3%, and that was towards actually the middle of the road, or to the lower middle of the road of appreciation, meaning other cities are catching up to us, or have actually surpassed us on a month-over-month number. But the year-over-year number showed an increase of about 8.8%. Again, we were number 3. Seattle and Portland were Seattle was number 2 and Portland was number 1. Seattle was at 11.7 and Portland was at 11.3. Again, Denver was number 3 at 8.8, and right on our toes was Dallas at 8.1%. But it is showing that the rate of appreciation is still there, but we may be slowing a little bit in Denver, or the rest of the United States is catching up a little bit. So, again, interest rates are at a real critical level. We've seen that rates have gotten worse over the last now 3 or 4 weeks. They're trending worse. And we are at a level to where if we break below, we've already technically broken below some good support lines, and if we break even below the really important 200-day moving average, we could see interest rates continue the slide worse. We've seen a lot of economic data that's come in showing that the economy is looking pretty good, and so honestly, I really believe that over the next 30 days, the Federal Reserve is meeting here on the 1st and 2nd of November, so next week on Tuesday and Wednesday. There's pretty much no expectation that the Federal Reserve will increase credit at that level. The Fed funds futures rates, which kind of handicap what most people believe that the Federal Reserve will do, pretty much shows no chance of them increasing credit in November. But in December, it's almost, right now, the prediction is about 78% chance that they will increase credit in December. So probably what's going to happen is we'll see rates continue to slide worse, to get a little bit lower, to get a little bit worse. The price gets a little bit lower and the yield goes up until the December Federal Reserve meeting. The Federal Reserve probably will increase credit, and that might be what provides a little bit of support to interest rates. So that's what's going on with the market. If you have any questions, please give me a call. Thanks for joining me with Java with Jared, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.